Hi guys, I have so missed you. Anyway, we're jumping off with a new unit today. We're going to start with real world problems, multiplication and division. So if you go into Google Classroom, you'll find 4-3-5-1 and you can send it to Notability. So go ahead and do that, and then you can start in on this screencast when you're ready. But here we go. This is one of my favorite units to teach. It requires a lot of thinking, a lot of analyzing and interpreting and understanding the problem and making sure that your answers make sense. These are going to be multiple step problems. So you're really going to need to think about what you need to do first and what you need to do next. You also are going to need to make sure you are showing the work. So my suggestion is that you go ahead and split screen in Notability unless you have another area that you can work on, a scratch piece of paper or a whiteboard. But I am going to split my screen and use the other side of my screen as my whiteboard, like my teaching device. So here we go. Let's make this happen. View on left. There we go. All right. So let's jump right into the first problem. This is a 3-step problem. Mr. Benson and Mrs. McKenzie, Mr. McKenzie have $4,686 all together. So of course I'll highlight that. Mr. Benson's share is twice as much as Mr. McKenzie's. So how much is Mr. McKenzie's share? So we see we've got the 3 units here. 1, 2, 3. So that's it all together, the $4,686. Mr. Benson's share is twice as much. So they're doing 4,686 divided by 3 to get an answer of 1,562. So that was our first question. How much is his share? Now our second question would be, how much is Mr. Benson's share? Well, Mr. Benson's share was twice as much as Mr. McKenzie's. So then I would do 3,000. Erase that. I was getting confused. I would do 1,562 times 2. Because that was just one unit or one share, and Mr. Benson's was twice as much. So I'm just going to multiply, and I would get 11. So Mr. Benson's share would be $3,124, and that's what we have here. All right. And then part C, this is our third step. If Mr. Benson spends $500 on books, how much money does he have left? So again, this is what Mr. Benson has. So we're going to take $3,124 minus the $500. And we would have $2,624 left over. Okay, and like we've done before, these bar models, those are just a visual, a strategy to use. It's not a must at all. However, showing your work is a must. That is a must. Okay, so let's move on. Perfect. All right. So I am on the second page, guided practice. Mrs. Romero has $3,756 to spend on equipment for the school media room. She saves $650 for later purchases. She spends the rest on 12 monitors and some software. The monitors cost $205 each. How much does she spend on the software? All right, so for my benefit, for me, I always have to read this twice just to really make sense of what they're saying. So I know that she has a total of $3,756 to spend on the equipment. She saves $650 for later purchases. She spends the rest on 12 monitors and some software. The monitors are $205 each. How much does she spend on software? Okay, so I know that she's got the $3,756 and the $650 she's saving. I need to figure out what the other part is. So I am going to subtract $650 from the $756. Subtract 650. And I now know she has $3,106 altogether for those monitors. The next thing I have to figure out with the monitors, is how much do the 12 monitors cost? Well, again, right up here, it told me each monitor costs $205. I also know she's buying 12. So then over here, this is my part B. It's going to be 205 times 12. So we do the math. And I am going to see that she bought monitors for $2,460. So if you were following along over here and you wanted to fill this out, you certainly could do that. All right, so now we need to subtract the cost of the 12 monitors from the total amount that Mrs. Romero spends. So this is part C. So $3,106 minus the $2,460. We are going to get $646. And so this was 2,460, 2,460, $646. And that makes sense because she saves the $650 for later purposes. So she spends the $646 on software. Okay, so now we are moving on to this next part. More bar models. Again, the bar models are a strategy, a visual, not necessary unless you really like them. All right, here we go. Lisa had 1,750 stamps. Mina had 480 fewer stamps than Lisa. Lisa gave some stamps to Mina. Now, Mina has 3 times as many stamps as Lisa. How many stamps did Mina have first? So here's our part A question. How many stamps did Mina have at first? So Lisa has 1,750 stamps. Mina had 480 fewer stamps than Lisa. So you can see here they've done the math. 1,750 minus 480 equals 1,270. That tells us what Mina had at first. How many stamps does Lisa have now? So we're adding the 1,750 plus the 1,270 to equal 3,020. Does that make sense? Because this is what Mina had. We had to figure that out first. So this is what Lisa had. This is Mina. And now we have our total because Lisa gave the stamps to Mina. So now we have to figure out how much Lisa has now. So we are dividing 3,020 divided by 4 because Mina has 3 times as many stamps as Lisa. We have to divide it by 4 because we can't forget about Lisa's amount, which counts as a unit. So 3,020 divided by 4 equals 755. Lisa has 755 stamps right now. Okay, your task right now for today is you are going to solve this problem for guided practice. I want an answer A, and I want an answer B. You can take a screenshot of this page, or if you're doing work over here, there we go. If you're doing your work over here too, you can take a screenshot of your entire page and post this on Seesaw. So your assignment for Tuesday, 4/7, is to do page 112, A and B. Show your work. Post on Seesaw. In the home learning class. Oh, heavens. Look at that craziness. That was crazy. All right. And then we will meet again tomorrow. And we will do more real world problems in this same lesson. So don't dance away from this page. We'll come back to this page tomorrow. So keep it in Notability. All right. I look forward to seeing your answers. I miss you so much. I can only imagine your participation was fantastic. Make sure I can read your work. I'll see you soon.